Hello, single women everywhere. This is Miss Diva. Today I'm going to be reading different poems. There's two poems I want to read today on the podcast. Um, it's just, I'm going to be going different routes on my podcast. And the first one that I'm going to read is The Peaceful Words to the Woman on the Inside. I speak softly to the woman who hides behind glass walls, who whisper her truth only in dreams, who carries storms in her chest but still manages to smile in daylight. These words are for you, the ones who were never told, the ones you have longed to hear when silence passed heavy against your soul. You're not broken. You're a cathedral built from survival. Your scars are stained glass that catch light in ways ordinary windows never could. Peace belongs to you, not the fragile kind that trembles in the wind, but the deep rooted peace that grows from knowing your endurance and you are still here. So breathe, woman within. Unfold your fists. Let the weight of despair slide from your shoulders. The world does not get to name you weak. You are the echo of resilience, the hymn that raises after fire. These peaceful words are your inheritance. Listen, hold them, let them carve rest into your bones. You are worthy. You are loved. You are free. You are whole. And when you step outside at last, you'll see the woman on the inside was always the key to her own door. Isn't that beautiful? That you're a woman on the inside. This other one poem I'm going to read is My Hope and Desire for Happiness. I carry in my heart a longing, a dream too bright to fade away, that even through the darkest night, the sun will rise and light my way. My hope is not fleeting thought, it's planted deep, a sacred seed, a quiet voice within my soul that whisper you are meant to be freed. I desire a life of laughter, a peace that warms my weary chest, of mornings filled with gentle light, and nights where my spirit rests. Happiness I chase your promise, not in riches, not in things, but in the freedom of my soul and the joy tomorrow brings. Through storms may try to shake me, those storms may try to shake me, and tears may fall without release. My hope remains unbroken still, my desire is bound to peace. For I believe in brighter days, and I believe in brighter days, and I believe my time will come to taste the sweetness of true joy and know my healing has begun. My hope and desire for happiness will not be silenced, will not cease. For happiness is not a stranger, it is my promise, it is my peace. We all go through certain situations in our lives as single women that we go through things we don't quite understand why we're hurting so bad or why this happened or why someone is saying what they're saying or doing what they're doing, or do they see the hurt, or do they understand my hurt, or do they see me, or do they just see the scars, or do they see anything about me, or do they just not really listen, but they want to judge and say, just let it go. Stop being so impatient. Stop being so quiet. Stop being so like you deserve. We deserve everything. We deserve peace. We deserve happiness. We weren't meant to go through different things in our life, after we've been through abusive situations. We don't. We're not. Here's another poem I wrote. Yes, I am. I am the voice that will not be silenced, the echo rising from broken places. I am the strength born from battles fought, the courage hidden in tear stained faces. I am the light in the darkest room, a fire that flickers but does not die. I am the hope carried in trembling hands, the dream that teaches the soul to fly. I am the answer to the doubt harsh whispers, the truth that stands when lies take aim. I am proof that pain transforms and healing blooms from ash and flame. I am the woman who will not break, a story written in fearless grace. Yes, I am everything they thought I wasn't, a warrior, a queen, a timeless place. Yes, I am the rising sun at dawn, the song that storms cannot erase. I am still here, unshaken, unbowed. Yes, I am. I am. And I claim my space. Isn't that just beautiful to know that you are? Yes, I am. You could say that also. Yes, I am. Regardless of what I've been through, yes, I am a beautiful flower, a star, a shining. I have a destiny, and my destiny is to prove that I am. Yes, I am. And to those that have them staring eyes, this is the poem I wrote. The staring eyes I see. The staring eyes I see at night follow me in shadows deep. They echo pain I tried to hide. They hunt the silence when I sleep. They are the eyes of those who judged, cold and whisper sharp as knives. The eyes of moments unforgiven that etched their scars into my life. Sometimes they are my own reflection, accusing me of all I've done. Staring back with silent questions, will you ever overcome? But in those eyes, I also find the strength I thought I'd thrown away, a flicker of hidden fire that dares to rise and to light the way. The staring eyes no longer bind me, their weight grows weaker every day, for I have learned to face their power and to let their lies all fade away. Now, when the eyes appear before me, I lift my head. I do not flee. I whisper boldly to their silence. You don't define the soul in me. The staring eyes I see are fading. Their holding on me has lost its might. For I have found a greater vision, the truth within my own true sight. You know, sometimes I sit in in the room and I type, I listen. Sometimes I have to encourage myself. So when I'm down or when something's bothering me, I get a poem out that I have and I read it out loud to encourage myself. I read that poem to encourage me. I read the poems to help me. I read the poems for my healing because I want to be set free. I read the poems because I know when doubt comes, and it comes like a raging fire, telling me that I can't, I won't, and I never will. Excuse me. The doubt, the fear, the accusations that I talk about myself, I tell myself. The doubt, I talk to myself, and I say, what really am I doing? What defines me? What can I do? There's been times I wanted to give up on the podcast because I felt that, excuse me, no one was listening. But every time I get into that struggle in my mind, just let it go, stop, just give it up. I tell myself, somebody, you're going to help somebody. And I have to keep telling myself that because I know deep down in my spirit, deep down in my soul, deep down in my inner being, I know I'm helping somebody. They may not say it, may not, I may not, get anything email or anything like that, but I know deep within, I am helping somebody. I'm helping some young lady to reach her destiny of being the woman she always wanted to be, finding herself, finding her. Because once you've been in an abusive relationship, you have lost you, and you have to find you all over again. And that's not easy all the time, because in the time that you're trying to find yourself, you're going through different tunnels. You're going through tunnels of defeat. You're going through a tunnel of failure. You're going through the tunnel of do nothing. You're going through the tunnel where there's a seat in that tunnel, and you sit down in that tunnel and say, what's the use? What's the use? All I heard was, you should have left. Why didn't you leave? It's all your fault. You should have just said, I'm leaving. But if you never, ever, ever been in a situation where you're being abused, them words just run down the individual's back, because they know it's not that easy to open up that door, walk out to freedom and say, I'm gone, because that abuser is going to come back and give such sweet, nice, encouraging words, lift you up, and you're going to go right back. Been there, done that, I know. So my goal is to encourage single women everywhere. I don't care where you're from. It doesn't matter where you're from. My goal is to let you know what I've been through, how I suffered, how I stayed in a relationship that I knew was hurting me, but I was too afraid to leave. So my goal for Being Miss Diva podcast is to help another single woman reach out to get help, to know how to trust, because that trust wall has been broken down, and it's like a puzzle, a 1,000-piece puzzle that you got to put together. And anybody knows about puzzles, they're not easy to put together. You're thinking this part goes here and it looks like it goes there, but it just doesn't fit right, and you struggle to try to get it to fit, but it won't fit. So you get frustrated and you step back from the puzzle and say, I don't want to work on the puzzle today. And you leave that puzzle alone. You come back the next day, so let me try it again. Maybe I'll get a different results. And you'll keep going with this puzzle until it's completed, because this puzzle has a picture on it. It's a beautiful picture. You may struggle to get that puzzle together, but once that puzzle gets together and you see that beautiful picture, you see that beautiful flower, the grass, the sky, the sun, the scenery, you see the beauty of this puzzle. That's you, the beauty of you. So don't sit down in that there tunnel and you don't want to move forward. Even if you fall, get up, dust yourself off. Keep walking. Keep believing in yourself, knowing that you're going to get this puzzle together. It may be hard. You may struggle with it. You may get frustrated. You may get upset and say, I don't want to do it. Put it back in the box. Take it out the box. Put it back on the table. Start it again. Get frustrated. Put it back in the box. Set it away. Take it all out of the box. Back on the table and say, I'm going to do this puzzle today. It takes time to put that puzzle together. But once you get it together and you see the complete picture, you are so happy that you didn't give up. No matter how many times you just kept saying, I'm not doing it, and came back, I'm not doing it, and came back. And then when you decided, no matter what happens, I'm going to put this puzzle together because I want to see this picture, because I know it's a beautiful picture. And for me to see this picture, I got to keep going forward with this puzzle. So, women, let's get that puzzle together to see that beautiful picture on this puzzle that you see on the box, that beautiful scenery on that box. Get that puzzle together so you can see the beauty within you, within your spirit, within you, the beauty that you hold, regardless of the scars, what you went through, the beauty is there. So don't give up on your puzzle. Don't stop putting it together. It may take a while, but don't stop. And remember, God loves you and so do I. And we can make it, single women. We can make it because we are awesome in everything we do. We are dynamic. We are special. We are beautiful. And we will succeed. Don't ever give up. Keep working on your puzzle because it will be complete, just like the picture on the box will show you the beauty of that picture. So don't give up on your puzzle because there's beauty on the inside of you. You are somebody. Be blessed and enjoy your day. God loves you and so do I. Have a great day.